guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to apply the Loveon Soft Gel tips. Today we're going to be using the long stiletto. It does come in different shapes and sizes, and each box has 504 pieces. That gives you about 50 sets, and let's open it up. The cool things about these is they're full-size tips, and they are made of soft gel, so they're very soft, they're very bendy. They're very easy to take off. Just a quick disclaimer though, I'm not a nail tech. The point of this video is to show you how to apply at home and do it yourself. So with that being said, we'll just get started and we'll start with our prep. So first step in prep, I usually would like to push my cuticle back. Normally I would just use 99% alcohol. I put it into a dapping dish here. And the reason I use 99% instead of say 70%, it's just less water, so it evaporates and it cleans the nail plate better. So I just dip it in, start off, and I'll just push it back. It doesn't have to be hard, just a couple pushes. Need to review the nail plate a little bit. Now that we're done pushing the cuticle back, we're going to be using a mini sanding band here to clean the cuticle. I like this mini one better than the regular mandrel bits because of how small it is. It gets in the cuticle quite easily. Some people's nails are very, very tiny, so it's hard to get in with the regular sanding bit, but the small one, they would have no problem getting in the corners, and it gets you really close, and I find it cleans a lot better. So it comes with the small mandrel here, and a small pink one. So cute. Okay, so I'm left-handed, so I do have to reverse it. I don't turn it on too high, the RPM. Just keep it quite minimal. And I just go around to clean the cuticle. So since it's so small, I have no problem going on my pinky nail here. So you should keep the mandrel a bit parallel to the nail. You don't want to go digging into it, so just keep it straight and go around. After the cuticle, you can even sand the surface a little bit too, just so you rough it up a little bit so the gel tip has something to stick to. You're done, just wipe it off. So now to clean the nail plate, you can either use alcohol or a nail prep. I will be using the Entity Natural Nail Prep here. And just make sure we clean it off really well so there's no dust left over. So now we come to sizing of the tips. So the box, they do come in sizes 0 to 11. So 0 starting here all the way to 11. When fitting nails, you would want them to fit sidewall to sidewall. So when we say, let's take size 1 and we'll just try it on for size. Let's see here. When we put it down, it fits pretty well on my sidewall here. There's no gapping. Let's go for a smaller one so you guys can see. So when we place it down, so notice how it doesn't fit my sidewall. There's a little gap here. It's too small, and when you try to force it down with gel, what ends up happening is it will pop off and the retention won't last as well. So just to speed up the video, I've already sized all my fingers. So they're already here. And I can just move on to show you how to apply them. To apply them, I use the Loveon Builder Gel here. It's a brush-on builder gel in a bottle. It comes just like a regular gel polish bottle. It has its own tip applicator. So what I like about this product is it's a multi-function gel, as it says on the bottle. You can use it as a base. You can use it on to overlay your nails, and you can use it for gems and charms. I actually use these for charms myself. They last really long. They don't pop off. They stay for about 4 weeks, actually longer, but I think usually about 4 weeks. I kind of want to take them off. Before I apply the tip extension, I like to do a thin layer on my nails. So people usually call it a slip layer. It kind of helps the rest of the gel later on float on your nail bed better. Just a thin layer, nothing too crazy. And it doesn't have to be perfect, as long as you have a good amount on your nail. You can do one nail at a time, or you can do all like me. It's just up to preference. Some people prefer doing it one at a time. Another good thing about this product is it self-levels. Okay, so we have the first layer on. Take my brush here and flip it to a vertical. Place the product directly on my nail plate here, just so it gives it a little raise. And then I would go take my extension, just apply it like a regular gel polish. Just put it in there and just apply. And it takes a little bit for the gel to float through, and once it's all filled, you can go ahead and cure. Okay, and on to the next. So again, grab the builder gel, flip it vertically, so there's a line here. It's a raised line. And fill. So what this does is it helps, once you have a line here to raise on your nail, once you put the tip on, it kind of fills out the gap from the center out better than when it was at the tip here where it would usually flood. Flip it. So I'm using the Loveon LED table lamp to help cure my sets in between. It's wireless, so you can just charge and you don't have to worry about it. And the base is quite sturdy, it doesn't flip around when you're moving it. And it has 2 settings, one is 30 seconds, one is a 60 second. I normally would just use the 30 second to flash cure the gel, and 60 second if you're doing a full cure. If you're doing a design or anything that you're doing one hand at a time, then you can just do the 60 second, cure your design and move on to the next nail. And when you're done, you do a full cure in your regular lamp. And the reason why I like this style of application better is I don't get the flooding like I would normally do if I did it at the base and would put on at a 45-degree angle. I already have the gel on the center of my nail bed here and a little bit on the gel tip itself. So when I go in to press them together, they just fill out the nail nicer, and there's no flooding. Okay, last nail. So this is the thumb, so I'm going to put a little bit more gel, more surface area. Let's do a little more. Once you have your full tip on, make sure you do a full 60-second cure on the nail lamp. And I'm going to be using the Loveon Luna Light today. Let's put it in, it's on 60 seconds. The Loveon Luna Light can cure both LED and UV rays. And it does have a soft gel function as well. So if you're prone to burning, the soft gel function would help. So now that we have our nail extension on, what we would like to do next is keep the cuticle flush to the nail, just so we don't see these rays here. So you can probably still see a line. And so we will want to keep it flush to the cuticle. And with that, I will use the 5-in-1 bit. This is the 5-in-1 bit. As the name suggests, it has 5 functions in it. You can do 5 things in one. You can clean the cuticle. In this case, that's what I will be using. I will be cleaning the cuticle and keeping it flush to the nail. And it can also take off products, gel colors, take off bulk, and it can even smooth the nail surface. It does a lot of things. And since I will just be using it for the cuticle, I will keep my contact with the bit on the top here. As when you move down the barrel, it gets more coarse. So if you're removing, let's say if you're removing gel polish or anything, you will want to remove it at the center or at the bottom. And then anything from the top is for cuticle work. I'm gonna turn it up to about a 5. So we'll go around the cuticle here, just to smooth out everything. And keep it at a low frequency. And what I like about this bit is you can get close to the cuticle and it doesn't cut you. It's actually quite soft. Like even if I go on top of my skin right now, it doesn't cut. It's quite soft. This bit takes down bulk really fast as well, and it's gentle. Also, as I'm going around, it doesn't burn. Some bits, when you kind of go back and forth, they do tend to burn a little bit, but this one doesn't burn at all. These tips, they're soft gel, but they're quite soft. It doesn't take too much effort to blend the cuticle. So if we take a closer look here, there's no raising between the cuticle and the tip, so it makes it look like a natural nail. And in the future, when your nails grow out, you won't have that ridge, and it will look more natural growing out. And after this step, you can shape your nail how you like it. If you like it shorter, you can cut it down. The good thing about this is because they're soft gel tip, they're very malleable, they're very soft. You can, if you don't like the length, you can cut it down, you can shape it up again, however you like it, and go on with color. We just need to buff the nail surface here to get rid of the shine so that the gel polish can adhere to it better. So I'm going to be using a pink buffer, and we're gonna start buffing. Now, if the length of it is too long for you, you can always cut it down and file it and shape it how you like it. These are soft gel tips, so you can do a lot with them. You don't have to keep it this length if you don't like. As I said earlier, the Loveon tips does come in different shapes and sizes as well. If you like almond, you can get the almond size, or there's even coffin and squares. The shine is gone, and we'll dust off the excess. Go in with the nail prep solution. If you don't have this, you can also use alcohol. Get it clean. And now it's ready for your gel color application, designs, or anything you like.